to the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, I think he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Chris Olave, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On second down, a run with Hall.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Fisher.
And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
T. Higgins.
76 yards.
And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Henry running right.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end, Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. Back to throw. Fisher. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 67 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Operating from the gun, Fisher. Touchdown, Giants. T. Higgins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Bates. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Graves. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-3 is your score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Zimmerman. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bates. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Zimmerman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
New York set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Fisher. Right back to Njoku. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Olave holds it in.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw. Fisher.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Fisher. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Fisher. Touchdown. David Njoku. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Zimmerman. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Fisher.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Fisher. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to throw. Fisher.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go. Zimmerman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 3rd down, it's Zimmerman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Fisher.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Fisher.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Zimmerman. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Henry up the middle. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's A.J. Cole now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They begin with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Zimmerman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st down, Fisher. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Option play, here's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fisher. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Fisher.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And a loose football, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other.